This is Hallmark University Thursday Night Lights. Presented by Taco Cabana.
You're looking live at the Rockpile Alamo Stadium, as tonight we've got one of the great legendary rivalries in the history of San Antonio high school football. Sam Houston taking on Edison on Hallmark University Thursday Night Lights. Good evening, everybody. I'm Don Harris along with Chuck Mikatinik. And Chuck, we've been looking forward to getting back to the Rockpile for a few weeks now. And this one, important for both teams as they try to stay alive in the playoff race.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, for Sam Houston, they're right there in the thick of things. And for Edison, although it's been a little bit of a slow start to their season, everything is still right there in front of them. But you know what, Don? They have got to start pecking away. This is a huge ball game tonight for both teams.
Sam Houston, it's all about lucky number 13. Brandon Adams, their running back, is special.
Indeed he is. You know, this was a 1,500-yard performer last year. This kid's coming off a one-run, 97-yard performance a week ago. He busted one on one big play. Even better, one of the top 10 kids ranked in his student rankings.
Edison just 1-4, but they're led by their quarterback, Brian Madison, who's hoping to break out tonight.
You know, what's interesting about Brian Madison is he, by all accounts, is a defensive player, a linebacker, safety, getting looks at the next level, but he's such a tremendous athlete that they forced him into playing quarterback his senior season, and he's doing pretty well, but I think he's going to bring a little linebacker mentality to that position tonight. We'll see that on full display.
All right, it looks like a great night for football. For more on that, let's head down to the sidelines. Our countywide service company, Game Time Weather, and Mike Hernandez. Mike?
Yeah, you know, you said it. This is my favorite time of the year. The temperatures are in the low to mid 80s. We're going to go through the 70s as we go through the evening. We're going to have fair skies. It's just picture perfect. You get a little bit of a breeze going in this particular stadium, and it kind of funnels in. So it'll be coming out of the south at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Just a great night. You see all the kids out here having a great time. A lot of feeder schools here from Edison, and they're all here. Everybody wants to be on the field tonight. It's just a perfect night to play some football.
All right, Mike, don't put any pads on.
No problem.
When we come back, we will have our keys to the game. Sam Houston and Edison on TNL coming up.
You're watching Hallmark University Thursday Night Lights, presented by Taco Cabana.
Welcome back to Alamo Stadium, everybody. Good night of football for you here. Sam Houston and Edison on TNL tonight. Right now it's time for our Hallmark University keys to the game. And Chuck, we start with the Sam Houston Hurricanes and Coach Melton Schultz.
Yeah, for Coach Schultz, the first thing he wants to do tonight, he wants his offense to execute flawlessly. And they want to win the turnover battle. And then on defense, no secret there, force some 3 and outs and get back on offense.
We talked to the coach and asked him what it's going to take to win this one.
We need to get going early. We need to get our offense out and going. We need to establish the run. That'll open up our passing game. And, you know, we feel if we can get our running backs loose and, get them past that first line, that, you know, they can dance with anybody. And so we're pretty excited. That's what we're planning on, is get the run going and then try to hit them over the top a little bit.
All right, Coach Jesse Monreal's Edison Bears won this game last year by 2 points. Chuck, what do they got to do it again?
Well, first of all, they really felt like they had a really good week of practice. So now you put preparation, and let's see if you can execute. Secondly, they want to be really physical, and then they want to make the least amount of mental mistakes in this game.
Here's Coach Monreal.
What we have to do as a team, collectively as a team, is play as one. And we play as one, we're pretty unstoppable. I think that's been my preach all week and all season long. Play together. Don't do anybody else's job. Do your own job, and you'll be fine.
All right, when we come back, we'll have our national anthem, and this is going to be a good one. It's Sam Houston, and it's Edison, a long-time rivalry. Hurricanes talking all week about some revenge for last year. We'll have our national anthem, and we'll kick it off when we come back.
Closed captioning for tonight's game is sponsored by Pick and Pull. Watching Hallmark University Thursday Night Lights, presented by Taco Cabana.
Welcome back to the Rockpile. Cloudy but beautiful night for football. Right off of 281. here at the Alamo Stadium, and we've got two longtime rivals here, Sam Houston and Edison, getting ready to go at it. And Chuck, what we've heard from both coaches this week, this is a rivalry the kids have been talking about this week after a very close game a season ago.
Well, I think the interesting thing, Don, it's your typical backyard brawl. And as good as Sam Houston has been over the years, and, you know, Edison's on the come up, I think what's interesting is in talking to the coaches is they say our kids just aren't afraid of Sam Houston. These kids, they know each other, and they look forward to playing. So let's get it on.
Sam Houston 1-1 in district play. They won last week, big win 35-6 after starting the season 0-3. And Edison still looking for their first district win. Although, like you said, they do not fear Sam Houston, and they're very confident in this matchup as they won this game, a very close game a year ago.
I got a big crowd here tonight in terms of a lot of people down on the field, especially for Edison. You know, they got a lot of their feeder school kids that are here tonight that are going to get to run through with the big boys. And Coach Monreal was telling me that middle school coaches are doing such a great job. They got one of their teams that's completely undefeated so far going into this season. So they got some players they feel like coming up through the system, and they'll expose them tonight on the sideline, see what it's like to play with the big fellas.
Well, it sure is a great night for football, that's for sure. And we're getting ready to get it all underway here momentarily. Both teams at their run-throughs. It may be a standoff to see who's going to run through last.
A little jockey before the game, but here come the feeder kids leading out the Golden Bears.
The future Golden Bears leading out the Golden Bears, and then the Hurricanes will take the field. Sam Houston in their traditional Miami, University of Miami, the U color scheme. And their band members are dressed for success tonight. They got the full regalia.
Coach Milton Schultz's crew is going to be a little short-handed tonight, but boy, he really likes the bulk of these kids that he's got on his squad this year. You know, Don, he was telling me that he's got 7 of the top 25 kids that are ranked in their class on his football team. So, got a lot of smart Hurricane.
Yeah, he was really proud
players.
of that. I got number 1, I got number 2, I got number 4, I got number 7.
Got number 6, 15, and 22.
Yeah, he is proud, and he should be proud. That's great when
That's right.
the smartest kids in the whole school are playing in athletics or extracurricular activities.
Well, I mean, both of these coaches do such a great job with expectations. You know, there are some. You've got to earn your way onto the football field. You've got to earn the right to wear the Edison jersey. You've got to earn the right to wear the Sam Houston jersey. And you can't think of 2 better coaches leading these programs.
All right. Let's turn it over to our public address announcer, Bill Evans, for tonight's national anthem.
The colors this evening will be presented by the Thomas Edison High School Junior ROTC Color Guard. The Color Guard consists of Cadet 2nd Lieutenant Jasmine Maldonado, who is the Texas Flag Guard. Cadet 2nd Lieutenant Alicia Hernandez will be presenting the Texas flag. Cadet Major Stephanie Guardiola will be presenting the United States flag. And the United States Flag Guard is Cadet 2nd Lieutenant Brianna Esquivel. At this time, we ask that you please rise, remove your caps, and honor America as the Edison Band, under the direction of Mr. Chris Garcia, plays our national anthem.
Thanks for watching the Hallmark University Thursday Night Lights pregame show. Stay tuned for tonight's first half kickoff.
And we're live back at the Rock Pile as the Sam Houston Hurricanes and the Edison Golden Bears getting ready to do battle. That's Coach Melton Schultz and the Hurricanes. As I said, in district play, they are 1-1 after a big win over Lanier last week. Both of these teams have some special athletes that are very athletic. Sam Houston going to be a little shorthanded tonight, but we will still see a lot of Brandon Adams, who is one of the more electric running backs in San Antonio.
You see Jesse Monreal doing a good job with these Golden Bears, and I know he's looking forward to this game too. Nothing better than Thursday Night Lights, rival and rival, teeing it up for the TV as if we needed any more sauce for the goose with a game, a couple of teams looking forward to playing each other.
Time for our HEB first half kickoff. Luke Converse will kick it away. Faison Reese and Ladion Jones back. And Jones standing about his own 5-yard line, ready for this one as soon as they put it in play.
Faison Reese, just a sophomore back there.
And here we go, time for some football from the Rock Pile. And before I say that, they throw a flag for a delay of game warning on Edison.
Be penalized 5 yards for delay of game. We'll kick.
What are you going to do, right? Give you more TV time.
I don't think I've seen that before.
Well, there's a first time for everything.
But I didn't hear
enough.
I didn't hear that big whistle that usually gets us going the first time.
I don't know if anybody else did either, but either way, back it up 5 yards and do it again.
There we go.
Yeah, you talked about it last year, these two teams, Don, playing it tight. That always seems to be the case regardless of the records. And again, a lot at stake for both teams.
Little pooch kit fielded at the 35. Sam Houston getting it across the 40. We have a flag on the play on the far side, as that was fielded by Juan Madrigal. Check that. That was Darian Anderson for Sam Houston. All right, so another penalty, that time against Sam Houston on an illegal block. They'll back them up. And we'll put the ball in play at the 20-yard line. And for the first time tonight, we'll see Austin Ashworth.
Yeah, Don, Austin Ashworth, #1 in his class. This is a young man that coming off a whale of a season a year ago, both on the ground and throwing it.
Doesn't put it up much, only 12 pass attempts on the season. Instead, he will give it to that guy most of the night. Brandon Adams has 39 carries on the year, 2 touchdowns.
Ball carrier out.
As we take a look at the starters for Sam Houston, Adams is the running back who will get most of the carries. Dejon Heights is a favorite receiver. Up front, they're led by Richardson, Edwards, Rodriguez, Lee, and Russell. As we have second down and about 3. It's another handoff. It's Adams again, and he's busted it. Adams cross midfield, 1 man to beat. Adams is going to score on the second play of the game. Touchdown Hurricanes, 72 yards, Brandon Adams.
Don, these guys started the year with 9 guys fighting for 3 spots at running back. Adams is a captain. We talked about it at the onset that he busted a 97-yard touchdown last week. here he was tonight. First touch, got some great blocking from the guys up front. And you could tell by this guy's speed, he is your classic home run hitter. If he gets any kind of a crease, and if he gets past you, you're going to be looking at booty, and that's it.
Isaiah Gutierrez on for the extra point. It is up and good. And the Hurricanes have a quick 7-0 lead here at Alamo Stadium.
Cannot say enough about Brandon Adams.
Yeah, I was going to say, as you were explaining that, he's just faster than everybody else. Plain and simple, man. He can fly.
Last week, too, right up the gut. Broke one big. You're telling us about this guy's ability to get it and go. Didn't take long to see that.
One of their seniors, another one of their fantastic athletes here at Sam Houston. He didn't even work up a sweat yet.
Go have yourself a week on the first carry, right?
The drive went just 2 plays, 80 yards, 72 on that run, and it only took 54 seconds for the Hurricanes to jump out in front. There's the Hurricane marching band having a great time.
All right, now we'll see if Edison can counter. Not exactly the way you want to start a ball game, that's for sure. Try to keep everybody in front, but when you talk about the breakaway speed, but Quattro Rodriguez, their big center, and 4 guys he's got playing alongside up front, also doing a good job. I don't know if anybody even touched him.
Jamont McClain is the man you're looking at right there. Ready to return this kick. Love the mouthpiece. Gutierrez's kick is an onside hopper, and it's loose. It's on the ground, and big hit on the play. I think Edison got it back. And big number 66 for Edison is trying to sort it all out. That's Abraham Salazar. And Salazar took a big shot.
He did, but he did all he could. You know, you got to go get that football. It was a great onside kick. Edison, very fortunate to get back on that football.
So our first look at the other number 9 tonight, Brian Madison. So a little movement up front. Chuck now has vertigo for the rest of the game. I think that got us all.
Dude, you ever seen those like Halloween memes where like a cat is on the top of the ceiling with his claws? I feel like I just got punched in the ear hole.
First down and 10. Inside handoff. Madrigal picks up about 2. We take a look at the starters on the offensive side of the ball for the Edison Golden Bears. Madrigal will get most of the carries. McClain is the favorite target. Chris Barrera also will be targeted. As we get back to live action here on 2nd down and 9. Going nowhere is Leo Becerra, who gets the call, but good pursuit by Maverick Garisco. And Maverick is one of those guys, Chuck, that just, he is the defense.
Well, picked as the preseason district MVP, 3-year starter, a lot of college looks, top student, can't say enough about him, and I have a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot of him tonight.
Sets up 3rd and long for the Golden Bears. Sam Houston's showing blitz. They don't come. Instead, it's a slant over the middle that's incomplete, and Maverick was right there again to break it up. We take a look at a Sprouts player profile. Chuck, coach could not have gushed more about this young man.
Well, I think what's interesting of all the fantastic things and what this guy's all about, you know, he really wants to attend a military academy. His father's in the military, and he is all in.
They show quick kick. It bounces at the 5 and is going to be downed right there. Unless his momentum carried him in, they're going to spot it at the 3.5. And that's where Sam Houston will have it when we come back. A 55-yard punt. It's Hurricane football when we come back.
Hey, with us from Hallmark sponsor. Thanks for joining us, and again, thank you for all you do. You were talking about some of the things that you have in your program that makes it unique. You not only have, of course, the degree plans, but you also have the certifications that go with that, and that's important.
Yes, it really is. So we believe that the ultimate measure of success in higher ed isn't just graduation. It's really what you do once you graduate, what you do with your degree. So we build certification into all of our degree programs. So every single degree program built into the curriculum will provide you the opportunity to study for a certification, and we cover the expense of that certification. So when you leave there, you'll get a degree and have the opportunity to sit for numerous certifications.
And for people that don't realize, that's huge, because most places, they don't do it that way.
That's very unique for higher education, and one of the things we're really looking for. So when you get your degree on your resume and you have certifications going along with it, they really
Big heads up.
Thank you,
Taylor. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Hallmark. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks a lot, Mike. Gerald Green going to sort out the pre-snap movement. It was offsides against Edison. It was free play for Sam Houston. Didn't go anywhere, so it'll set up 1st down and 5. And Adams right now thinking about popping another big one. They hand it to him right up the middle. He breaks a couple of tackles, good enough for a 1st down, a kielbasa smoked meat 1st down. That was Darian Anderson on the carry.
Yeah, how about Darian Anderson on that run? He gets contacted close to being in the backfield, and then next thing you know, he's got 7 more yards at the end of this. I have to go a little lower to get that young man. Got those powerful legs, churning and burning going forward.
So it's a kielbasa smoked meat 1st down for Sam Houston. And there's movement again. Again, it's a free play. And Sam Houston's going to fire it up there, and it's dropped right at midfield. Incomplete pass for the Hurricanes. It might have been 6 again.
Well, Austin doing a really good job. They're going to give you a free play, and then it's good quarterback receiver action. Everybody knows the play. Get a free one. Somebody go deep. It almost worked.
So the penalty will give the Hurricanes a kielbasa smoked meat 1st down. As Anderson lines up in the backfield. Adams is in the slot to the left. It's Anderson up the middle. He's got room. Breaks another tackle and just kept his feet to get past the 30-yard line for another kielbasa smoked meat 1st down.
Yeah, nothing tricky. They're just going right up the gut. And 33 doing a really nice job of moving his squad down the field.
Got to give some credit to the big guys. Quattro Rodriguez, Darian Lee, and Jerron Edwards up there clearing some holes in a big way for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, look at how well he moves laterally, too. Shifty to his left, and Edison's got to get some more hats and be a little more conscious of trying to bring the ball carrier down.
1st and 10. Here's Anderson. Bouncing that one, but he's going nowhere. Good pressure by the front of that Edison defense.
Chris Vasquez stepping up and making a play right on cue. Not an easy kid to bring down, as we've seen.
Take a look at the starters up front for Edison's defense. Santiago Cubas, Nestor Hernandez, and Angel Carbajal in there. Max Quinones playing both ways. As Eric Hernandez is a threat on offense as well as one of their top wide receivers. 2nd down and 10. And Sam Houston wants to talk it over. They're going to call a timeout, and we'll take it with them. Sam Houston leads Edison here at Alamo Stadium 7-0. About halfway through quarter number 1. Hallmark University Thursday Night Lights. Back at the rock pile where it is 2nd down and 10 for Sam Houston and Austin Ashworth. Outstanding young quarterback, outstanding young man leading the Hurricanes here.
Big play on 1st down by Edison to try to stem the tide a little bit.
Running a little pitch to the outside.
How about that
Faison
play?
Reese going nowhere as good defense coming up by the Golden Bears.
Yeah, great play in the open field by Jose Prudente. Look at that, going low, get the ball carrier by the legs. Excellent play by that young man, stepping up. Edison, back-to-back plays here, trying to back up the Hurricanes into a 3rd and long situation, and they've done just that.
Really good pursuit on that play as Reese joins Adams in the backfield. Now he splits to the left-hand side, so it's Adams who had that big long touchdown run early. And they're throwing a screen to him over the middle. Got some space, but Edison stayed home fairly well and turns it into a short gain. Hernandez there, two-way receiver DB making the play for Edison.
Oh, indeed, they stayed home really well on that play. That looked like it was going to pop for a long one, but Golden Bears doing a good job staying in their zones and forcing a punt.
Isaiah Gutierrez will kick it away to Jamont McClain, who's back deep for the Bears, standing at his 25-yard line. 4th down and 8 here. On their own 33. Gutierrez gets it away quickly. It's a high punt. McClain will let it bounce. And it'll be down right there at the 30-yard line, and that's where the Bears will have it. When we come back, it's Sam Houston 7, Edison nothing. TNL, the CW 35.
All right, welcome back. I'm joined by Samantha Morquecho from Taco Cabana.
Hello.
Big day for you guys, National Taco Day.
Yes, it's in our name, so we had to do something special for it.
So, did you sell out of tacos?
We don't know yet, but we do have a special offer going on, which is a free shredded chicken or ground beef taco. And all you have to do to get it is go to your local TC, tell them you're there for National Taco Day, and pick your taco.
And that's till midnight?
That is till midnight.
And then there's another big day today.
Yes, actually it is. It's also National Vodka Day. And what a lot of people don't know is we serve vodka drinks. And we featured in a drink called the Frozen Raspberry Lemonade. And it's actually made with Tito's handmade vodka.
Wow.
So to celebrate today also, we're going to do $3.50 on that drink all day.
Awesome, awesome. Well, keep up the good work.
Yeah,
I think we should have Taco Day maybe once a month, once a week.
Good.
I'm good with that too. What do you think, guys?
I think every day's Taco Day since they moved in next door.
No kidding, that's the truth.
It's the station cafeteria these days. Chuck's been known to sport a bean and cheese or two.
I'm telling you, I mean, it's just too convenient. I don't have to get in the car and go anywhere. You just walk over there, stretch the legs.
2nd down and 10 for Edison. At this point, they have more penalties than they have yards offensively. And they're going backwards on this one as well. There's good interior play. Anderson, again, the kid's playing running back. And he's playing linebacker, as we will see a lot of two-way players on both of these rosters.
Yeah, Big Ivan Reed is a load on that defensive line for Sam Houston. And Edison is very young and very inexperienced up front. So those guys are going to have their hands full tonight.
3rd and 11. Madison back, pressured. Gets away from the first wave and fires, and it's a little short and incomplete. And the Bears will have to punt it away back on their own 30 again, as Eric Hernandez was the intended receiver.
And we talked about Brian Madison and what a special kid this is. The Edison quarterback, again, senior captain, makes his hay usually on defense, but they really needed him to play quarterback. I've been impressed with his ability to feel the pressure and then he's such a good athlete, eludes some of the pressure and, you know, the ability to look downfield and try to find an open guy.
All right, so Luke Converse will stand at his own 15. Nice kick, end over end, that bounces at the 30 and checks up there. The flag back at about the line of scrimmage. Maybe even run into him, not sure. Check with Gerald Green. There's a flag way back at the 24. 42-yard punt.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Blocking below the waist, punting team. 15-yard penalty, 1st and 10.
All right, so Sam Houston will get 15 added to that.
Well, if he blocked below the line, he just waited for the guy to run into him, right?
Let's see if they spot the... Can't tell if they're... Oh, there's two different officials with footballs. One of them's standing on the sideline and throws it back to the Edison. Now, that would be a fun game if you play with two footballs.
Hey, you might be onto something.
Yeah, you'll see it in the indoor league soon.
All right. So Sam Houston, 1 for 2, scoring points on their drive so far. Let's see what they got in store for us on drive number 3.
Inside handoff, breaking it to the outside is Anderson. Good solo tackle, one-on-one, coming up by Jason Balderas. Otherwise, he was off to the races as well.
Yeah.
That was Adams.
Yeah. Could tell they've got a lot of running backs here at Sam Houston, but boy, I really like the way this kid runs. Look at the vision and how low he runs too. Hard to bring down as well.
He's got Reese with him in the backfield on this snap. Handoff is kept by the quarterback, and Austin gets near the 40, but a good burst by that front four of Edison as Angel Carbajal was there to make sure he didn't get to the second level.
You know, this is another position that Sam Houston has kind of rotated players this year. They've used 3 different guys, and I remember Austin Ashworth was a kid last year that passed for over 1,700 yards, had another 500 on the ground, only turned it over 7 times, and, you know, just a quality young man, as we said, just, you know, getting it done in the classroom as well. So they're really comfortable with this guy running the offense.
Pre-snap movement again there in this oft penalized game. Ashworth, 1,700 yards a year ago, Chuck, and then this year, I know they've played a couple of different quarterbacks.
5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
But it really looks like they've really made a decision to just be a running team with only really 12 attempts from Ashworth. And even if you look at the other people who have played quarterback, they didn't throw much all season long.
Well, I mean, obviously, they've got a lot of talented guys. And, you know, I think that's part of the philosophy, too, for Melton Schultz is, you know, you got to rotate some of these guys, keep them all fresh, and get some guys experience while you're letting some of the veteran guys play, too. But look at this guy slide and glide.
And if you have him, why not run it?
I'm with you. I am with you.
Adams near a Kielbasa Smoke Meat first down, across the 35-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and about 2.
I'm telling you what, I'd be wearing out 13 as well.
Yeah, you're right about sliding. He looks like his lateral movement is just the same speed as his sprint straight ahead. He is quick. Faison Reese, the other back in the backfield with Anderson and Adams. And it's Reese trying to pop it outside, breaks one tackle, breaks another, but Edison stringing it out nicely, finally get him out of bounds around the 30, but not before he picks up a Kielbasa Smoke Meat first down.
Well, kudos to Edison. They did everything they could to try to get Faison Reese down. Look at this guy. What great balance, taking all kinds of shots, and the only thing that stops him is the out-of-bounds marker.
He ran through 3 different tackles on that play.
Yeah, to your point, Don, too, you know, a lot of bad things can happen when you put the ball up top. So if you got guys that can run it like the Hurricanes do, keep feeding the beasts.
Reese in the backfield with Anderson, and his entire left side moved as Anderson faked out his own team with the
Ball start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
trying to draw him offside. He's done a good job of that so far tonight. Edison's jumped a few times, but that time it was one bark too many.
You can tell he's in control of this offense, so you know, Edison's got to be leery of things of that nature. And again, you know, I think you get a little nerves sometimes. You're playing on TV, you want to show out nicely, and got a few flags tonight, huh?
A lot of penalties tonight. 3 for Sam Houston, 4 for Edison. Anderson wants the whole thing, going deep, got a man. Caught, touchdown. Brandon Adams has run for one, and he's caught one.
Well, it's tough to keep a guy like Adams in front of you, but tell you what, Austin Ashworth putting that ball up and spinning it. Couldn't have placed it any better. Right on the button. This time they had Adams lined out wide. He just simply ran right by the defense.
Twice tonight, Brandon Adams has just run by everybody else. It's as simple as that. He's just faster. Kick is up and good, and Sam Houston extends the lead to 2 touchdowns. That young man is just blazing fast.
Look at this throw. Tight spiral. Not anything wrong with that young man's hands either. He's stretching out a little further than I thought. Trying to haul that one in, so yeah, doesn't look like there's anything he can't do. He can run it, he can catch it. Getting it done in the classroom too, that's the most important thing for all these guys. Good stuff.
A 5-play, 71-yard drive. It took 3 minutes and 41 seconds off the clock, and it's culminated with the 36-yard touchdown reception by Brandon Adams off the arm of Austin Ashworth, who, again, doesn't put it up a lot, but he's been efficient, and especially tonight. And on a route like that, he was right on time.
Now, as we're nearing the end of the first quarter here, it's incumbent upon the Edison offense to try to get something going here.
Isaiah Gutierrez, the left footer, will kick this one off. Eric Hernandez back deep. Instead, he'll pooch it, as almost everyone does now, but it is fielded. Madrigal's got it at the 25 and gets close to the 30. And Edison will have the football. Let's go down to the sidelines. Mike Hernandez. Mike?
All right, so I'm joined by some very special gentlemen. Of course, Russ Bookbinder, who you know from San Antonio Sports, the CEO and president. How you doing?
Good, Mike.
I'm good. To my right here is Denzel Ross, who's the COO for Metropolitan Methodist Hospital. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having us.
And, of course, a face that a lot of people in sport, but Dr. David Schmidt from Sports Medicine Associates of San Antonio. Thank you for joining us. You know, you were out here working, and you were just kind of hanging out earlier.
Yeah, love to be here.
All right, so Russ, tell us a little bit about this Beyond the Game and where it takes us and what these other gentlemen and what they represent.
Beyond the Game is a program that we partnered with Methodist on and Sports Medicine Associates, and it's designed to help shine a light on athletic teams, both male and female, in any sport that are doing community service. They're modeling values of respect, caring, sportsmanship. So we recognize those people. You'll see it at halftime in tonight's game in a feature, and that'll air all week on the Sinclair stations, but we recognize them for doing what they do. People can nominate teams, and they go to sanantoniosports.org, upload a photo, a narrative on what they're doing, and they'll get recognition. That's what we want to do. Our coaches are working hard to teach X's and O's and also teach character. It's a way to recognize those kids.
Well, you're right on the money there. And Mr. Ross, tell us a little bit why and how Methodist gets involved in this.
Well, Methodist's mission is serving humanity to honor God. And we want to, as the largest sports medicine program in the region, we want to inspire these kids, these student athletes and students to give back to their community in a meaningful and inspiring way. And Beyond the Game helps us highlight these students for doing so. And we're excited to be a part of it.
Well, we're excited and we're thankful that you are. And sports medicine is involved in a lot of things in high school sports. Tell us a little bit about why you all are involved.
Well, the physicians at Sports Medicine Associates have taken care of athletes in San Antonio for 3 decades. And we're really proud to partner with Methodist to try to improve that health care. And we're really proud of being part of this program to acknowledge kids and programs that are, you know, displaying sportsmanship and character. And we think it's a great program. We're proud to be part of it.
Hey, I just heard something. Well, we thank you for that. A little bird just told me that you had just been nominated for the San Antonio Sports Hall of Fame.
I have. Thank you.
Congratulations.
It's an honor, and I'm really humbled to be part of that.
Oh, you deserve it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. And thank you all. All right, back to you guys.
Thanks, Mike. Yep. And early in March, we will induct Dr. David Schmidt into the new class of the San Antonio Sports Hall of Fame, along with Malik Rose and Jim Streety, the legendary high school football coach, and Bruce Colley, who played at Lee High School and was with those Joe Montana's 49ers teams. Great class.
Indeed. And then it's going from bad to worse here for the Golden Bears. Having a hard time moving the ball on offense, and they have an errant snap here. And just like that, Sam Houston's going to be knocking on the door, trying to get their 3rd score.
Yeah. Disastrous play at that point of the field. As Sam Houston doesn't have to do anything to get in the Baptist Emergency Hospital red zone. They hand it off to Reeves. He coughs it up. Ball's on the ground. Still loose. Edison recovers. They're going to get it back. Will it be a touchback or will it be on the 1?
Either way, it's a huge stop for the Edison defense, and just what the doctor ordered.
Eric Hernandez recovers.
Eric Hernandez.
And they'll get a new set of downs at the 20, so it is a touchback. And a big swing for Edison after what looked like a disastrous series.
There it is. Guys going down there trying to make a play. That's exactly what ends up happening. A little strip action. Then it's a mad scramble for the football, and really good job by Eric Hernandez coming down and getting the ball back for his team.
I think they got it right all the way around. He didn't secure it until he was in the end zone. And this will be the last snap of the quarter. It's an inside handoff to Madrigal, I believe. And he's making people pay. It is Juan Madrigal. Running people over. It'll be 2nd and 5 for Edison when we come back. We'll switch ends after 1. Sam Houston 14, Edison nothing. Welcome back. Time for our first quarter highlights, brought to you by Associated Collision Center, your trusted professional since 1976. The highlights, easy. Number 13, we told you it was a lucky 13 in the pre-game show. It's Brandon Adams. He's got a 72-yarder on the ground and a 36-yard touchdown reception. And 13 has led to 14 points for Sam Houston as the Hurricanes shut out Edison going into the second quarter. And we want to make that point as well. Adams going to get a lot of love tonight for the offense, but that Edison offense is going nowhere, and we've got to tip our cap to the Sam Houston D.
Yeah, but a nice little spark there from Madrigal to end the first quarter. Now another good run.
He's got a kielbasa smoked meat first down as we take a look at our first quarter statistics. Edison going backwards in many ways because of those penalties. No turnovers yet. Looks like they're starting to get something going here, though, with Madrigal. Meanwhile, Sam Houston dominating all the statistical categories and the scoreboard. Madison fires incomplete, a little high for his intended receiver, Jamont McClain.
Yeah, got to find a way to make that happen right there. Throw wasn't too bad. Maybe a little too much mustard on it, but you're backed up. You're down 14 zip. Guys are trying to make some plays, and you kind of sucker punched them with a couple of runs, and you go to the air. You gotta make that happen so that you keep the defense guessing.
2nd down and 10. Handoff to Madrigal to the outside. Almost got a first down. Magnus Kirby there to bring him down, but not before a nice gain. And the running game seems to be working for the Bears right now.
Well, this is quite a young man right here, coming off a major ACL injury last year. And he just recently came back, but it looks like he hasn't missed a beat. Big, huge heart, and goes by the nickname of Mighty Mouse. You can see why.
I remember calling his name a few times a year ago or two. Third down and 3. Big play for Edison. They fire the route. McClain almost had it. It was high and outside. Did a good job to reach back for it, but it was incomplete. If we take a look at our Alamo Real Estate Brokers Smile Cam. Edison cheerleaders managing a smile. Even down 14-0. And we'll see what happens here on 4th and 3. 3 receivers to the right. They've quick kicked out of this formation a couple of times tonight. And they'll do it again. A straight up in the air kick. And it takes a great hop for Edison. Inside the 25-yard line all the way down to the 24. That's where the Sam Houston offense will take over, up 14-0, a 36-yard punt. It didn't look like it was going to go 15, but man, what a hop it took. Hey, time to tell you about the Cheer Challenge powered by CPS Energy. Voting for the San Antonio Sports All-Star Cheer Challenge has begun. The top 2 vote getters will get $1,000 and $500 grants, and they'll get to cheer at the All-American Bowl or the San Antonio Sports All-Star Football Game in the Alamo Dome on January the 5th. Just go to the CW35.com and vote for your favorite squad.
All right, so Edison doing a pretty good job moving the football that time. Weren't able to pick up the sticks there on 4th down, but punted it away, and now we'll see if their defense can make another play.
Handoff right up the middle. Good for about 2. Faison Reese on the carry.
Chris Vasquez coming up, making a play, number 12, and Jason Balderas doing a job as well.
2nd down and 6 for the Hurricanes. Chuck, you know how hard it is for me tonight? I did not say Army All-American Bowl last time. And then Cherokees has been on the tip of my tongue.
Oh, it's been on mine too.
At least 20 times. So,
yeah, but we're old. So
over-under.
Yeah. We grew up with Cherokees. Yeah, I thought it was great. Our photographer, Jack Green, went out to Sam Houston earlier this week and got a shot of a rainbow out there while they were practicing. And kept thinking to myself, okay, this is going to make me remember to say Hurricanes. Got a flag down.
Ball was incomplete to Durst. Cole Norton with good coverage. This is thrown by the umpire way back. Or the back judge, myself. All right, so it's an automatic first down after the late hit on the incompletion. And that's almost as good as a completion. Here's a look at it. Yeah, that was incredibly late.
That was a great throw and a great route, too, on the back end. I mean, Corey Miles doing an outstanding job getting inside leverage there, almost hauled it in anyway.
Adams has it, watch out. Little stutter step move across the 45, and he picks up about 14 and a Kielbasa smoke meat first down, and Eric Hernandez makes the tackle, but Adams may be close to 100 yards.
We got a couple of kids on this team that run track. I sure hope Brandon Adams is one of them.
7 carries for 132 yards after that carry.
You know, all the things that we've talked about tonight and what a special talent this young man is. He's got great feet, really good functional speed.
Going deep, got a man, caught at the 5, touchdown Sam Houston, that's Charles Ware. Big play Hurricanes.
Tell you what, they'll lull you to sleep with the runs, and then they're gonna shoot it downfield for a home run ball. Got so many guys that can spread you out. Tell you what, they haven't asked Austin Ashworth to throw the ball a lot this year, but you can see why 3 guys are getting some playing time. They can all get the job done.
Ware ran himself wide open as Isaiah Gutierrez will try for his 3rd extra point, and it's good. And the Hurricanes dominating Edison here early, 9:28 to go before halftime, and it's all Sam Houston. It's 21-0. Our cameras were out. The Alamo Real Estate Brokers Smile Cam was out at the Sam Houston Pep Rally this morning. The Hurricanes were all fired up. Play this one and be on TV tonight, and you can tell they're excited tonight because they are dominating. Gotta love the SAISD mascots. You got the Hockey Puck Hurricanes, and you also got the Lanier Vogue, which is always one of my favorites. The Lanier gear.
That hockey puck, that was pretty special.
Pretty good.
Well, another quick drive for the Rocky Like a Hurricanes. 4 plays, 76 yards, and big home run ball to Charles Ware.
Jamont McLean back to receive this one along with Eric Hernandez. Juan Madrigal is one of the up men that have been getting these pooch kicks. That's Madrigal there. And he's still on his feet past the 40 to the 41-yard line, and good starting field position for the Bears now.
Absolutely, just what they needed. Take a look at our Sprouts Farmers Market player profile. It's Brandon Adams, the aforementioned, and he does run track. 3-year letterman there.
And the most important thing at the very bottom,
I knew it was coming.
He wants to attend the University of North Texas, as all the great ones do.
It was a small setback though recently, right?
Yeah, lost to Louisiana Tech on the last play of the game.
Still, they're off to a great start. That's the Hogs.
There's Madrigal, and he's dropped in the backfield. Great pursuit. Sam Houston's Darius Dillard getting up there and making a great play.
Indeed, just shooting through. These guys are so active on this defensive line. Quick first step, as you're told by the coaches, sometimes too quick. He gets up the field so fast sometimes, but great play there by Dillard to sniff that one out.
2nd down and 10. They fake it to Madrigal. Said they swing it out here to the near side. That's Kevin Cordoza. The flag is down, but a nice game, but it looks like it might come back. Darian Anderson there to bring him down. sort it all out here. Gerald Green, our official again here tonight.
Yeah, we'll see what happens on this. But, you know, we talked to Coach Madrigal this week. I'm sorry, Coach Monreal this week. And he said, you know, we can't put we haven't put a complete game together. You know, just mental mistakes, miscues. He was really happy about his team's preparation this week. But again, you know, you're having a hard time moving the ball. You finally get a really good chunk play downfield, and some of it's coming back. At least it wasn't at the line of scrimmage, so they didn't get dinged too badly.
So it's 2nd and 12. Madison swinging a little screen to Madrigal. Picks up one block, runs over the defender. Gets about 5 of that back. Amari Williams on the tackle.
Yeah, really good job setting that one up. A big old Aiden Lopez pulling out there, number 63. A couple other big fellas running downfield, and there you go from having the penalty here, and now you're just 6 yards away from overcoming it.
3rd down and 6. Madison fires the slant, it's caught, and it's complete to Jamont McClain, and he's all the way down to the Sam Houston 40. A big first down for the Bears.
Well, McClain, one of the district leaders, and you know, we saw him earlier having a little hard time, but we knew it wouldn't be long before he'd come up and make a play. Don, they were telling me this young man, they clocked him at a 4.340. Woo! So you got a lot of small colleges looking at him. So fast, runs the 200 on the track team too.
They want to put him on defense and try to guard Brandon Adams. Those are the 2 fastest guys on the field.
Tell you what, as he said, got some speed, and that's what you got to do. Find the playmakers, make the connection, and then let the big dogs hunt. Got a little rhythm, a little bounce in their step on this drive, does Edison.
2nd down 11 for the Bears, who really are putting together their best offensive series of the night. Madison, straight drop, wants to throw it. Got a man now, got him. 1st down, as Chris Barrera did a nice job of sneaking past the defender down the sidelines, froze his man, and then just released and became wide open.
Super impressed with Brian Madison at quarterback. Again, playing quarterback because they needed him to, but you know, had to come in as a senior, learn the offense, and you know, that's not an easy throw moving to your left. Little touch pass right there, very impressive.
Inside handoff. Madrigal again, knocking on the door of the Baptist Emergency Hospital red zone right there at the 20.
Again, we're talking about Madison being a guy that's a linebacker safety type that's getting college looks and going to a bunch of camps. And they're really just so thrilled that this young man doing what he can for the team, even at, you know, his own expense.
Had some movement on the right side of the Edison offensive line. It's those little mistakes that have been hurting Edison as they've done a nice job moving the football here, at least on this drive, but penalties really been their Achilles heel tonight.
Yeah, it really has. And, you know, it's just Sam Houston's so explosive, you just can't have it.
Nice little double action there. Madrigal's got it. Picks up about 5.
How about Vershard McGarity coming up and laying the wood? That was one heck of a collision.
He saw that from about 10 yards out and just made a beeline and lowered his head.
Let's take another look. Hi, my name's Vershard. How you doing?
But the Golden Bears inside the Baptist Emergency Hospital red zone, knocking on the door, but they want to talk it over. A little timeout called here. And we'll be back in 30 seconds.
My team is selling homes every single day. With countless years of combined military and real estate experience, we know what it takes to get your home sold. Our fast-track selling process has proven to sell more homes quicker, hassle-free, and with maximum profit to the seller. We work 24/7 to sell your home. Our hassle-free listing process will get your home sold, I guarantee it. Are you ready to buy or sell a home? Make an appointment with my team today. We are veteran-owned and veteran-operated, the Levi Rogers Real Estate Group, 210-331-7000.
And we're back with 3rd down and 5 for Edison, 3rd and 4. Wanted to make sure they knew exactly what was going to happen on this play because it is a big one. They want to keep this drive alive and get some points. They lined Madrigal up out of the backfield. He is the slot receiver near the top of your screen. He comes in motion here on what could be a little jet sweep. They fake it to him. They run Madison. He's got some space. Touchdown, Edison.
Now, a lot of window dressing. Just stay with the safe stuff.
Madrigal, such a threat on that jet sweep. A great play call by Monreal and his staff. Had Sam Houston off balance, and Madison does the rest.
Oh, he shot through a huge hole there on the left side, created by Aiden Lopez and Justin Vasquez. I'll tell you what, Madison's a big, big man, too. Once he got the head of steam going, you could forget about it.
Luke Converse's kick is good, and Edison's on the board. We got ourselves a football game, 2-possession game here at the Rock Pile. It's 21-7 Sam Houston. Welcome back. Nice drive by the Edison Golden Bears. 9 plays, 60 yards. Took 4 minutes and 9 seconds, and it's all capped off by the quarterback, Brian Madison, and that 19-yard run.
Yeah, just a physical football specimen. Big kid, and he also runs on the track team as well, so we've seen a lot of guys tonight that can really pick him up and put him down.
Faison Reese back. That one's taken by the up man. And hurdling Edison tackles, getting to the 22 is Travion Pernsley. And lots of whistles as we get ready for the Lockaway Storage halftime show. I'll see something fun. Check out that Sam Houston High School band. They'll get some votes for our band grant. Edison also will be taking the field, and you'll be able to check out what Russ Bookbinder was talking about earlier with our Vulcan Materials Company Scholar Athletes of the Week and beyond the game as well.
Well, Sam Houston gets a penalty, and they're going to be backed up. Although it hasn't hurt them too much tonight, has it?
No.
In terms of their explosivity, if there is such a word.
There's not, but it sounded good.
Yeah, I'll just make it up like Don King.
Inside handoff.
Explosiveness is probably the way I should have gone.
Brandon Adams up the middle.
Really
Don
good job.
King.
What was that line?
Not pale male, not whim caprice, not alienation, isolation, or polarization, but friendship, unanimity, and zeal, constricting all negativism to its narrowest form.
I can't believe you can remember that. Oh,
second best soundbite I've ever gotten in my television career. So good I memorized it.
Oh, very nice.
2nd down and 8. Nice little stutter step by Reese. Doesn't get much. It'll be 3rd down and long, and Edison, if they can get a stop here, might be back in business before halftime.
Yeah, Chris Barrera, Chris Vasquez, those guys doing a really good job making their presence felt on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Look at how many Golden Bears are back there trying to make a play. Nice job, 12 in the open field.
Third down and long. Interesting play here, deep in their own territory for Sam Houston. They've got Anderson back there. And they pitch it to Reese, but whistles blow before the snap. And I think Sam Houston wanted a timeout beforehand, and they got it. So they'll talk it over on third down and here in 9.
Yeah, Melton Schultz not thrilled with that little sequence, got himself a timeout.
Coach Schultz been at Sam Houston a long time. Did you say 13 years or 16
I
years?
believe, yeah. In some capacities, he was, an assistant under 2 different head coaches, and obviously learned a lot from those guys. But, he's clearly made this his own. And I just enjoyed talking to him this week. He said, you get some other opportunities, you maybe go some other places, but he just realizes and he really feels in his heart that this is where he is meant to be and this is where he belongs. And I know they're really happy to have him as head coach.
You check out their upcoming schedule. After Edison, it's more district play with Brackenridge Highlands, Jefferson, Burbank, and Veterans Memorial to end the district schedule.
No, it's like you're Sam Houston. You scheduled 2 really tough games to start the year, and then no shame losing to Wagner the way they've treated just about everybody this season. So, things could be better, but they could be a heck of a lot worse. But they're right there in the thick of this race.
Going deep, caught, look out. Off to the races is Ladion Jones. Now he cuts back, and he's tackled at the 45.
Boy, what an outstanding play and concentration on the back end.
Jose Prudente with the tackle, but boy, does it get Sam Houston out of a pickle.
Yeah, Jamal McClain is right there. Look at that, goes right over his hand or right under his hand. Just amazing concentration by Jones to come up with that football. And then how about the hustle on the back end by Prudente coming down the lane, a shot.
52 yards. Chuck, you and I talked about, or you talked about the speed of McClain. We said maybe you should put him in defense to guard Adams. He's on the play. Without his speed, that's a touchdown. Caused him to kind of check up that run as Ashworth spins to the 30.
It's a really nice run, too. In fact, he tricked himself. His feet were moving so fast. Good vision.
So big turn of events on that
Yeah.
one big play. Edison was hoping to get the ball in good field position. Instead, Sam Houston looking to put more points on the board here before halftime. Anderson and Adams both in the backfield.
How about that economical night, huh? 4 or 5 for 137.
Anderson up the middle. Gets to the 30, to the 25 rather. It's gonna be close to the first down.
How about that push up front by Quattro Rodriguez and his buddies? Jerron Edwards, Edward Richardson, Darian Lee, and Charles Russell. I mean, they're 5 yards down the field before you can even think about making a tackle on the running back.
3rd and 1 here. It's close to the stick. And Sam Houston jumped. And that's a big one because instead of sneaking it or having an easy conversion opportunity there, now you got 3rd and 6. .138 and ticking.
Yeah, I think all things being equal, given how short-handed Sam Houston is tonight, they've had some injuries. They've done a pretty good job tonight, continuity-wise, keeping this thing rolling.
Play action over the middle, and looked like there was some contact, and they will throw the flag as Charles Ware ran into a crowd of Bears at about the 5-yard line. And you see Jesse Monreal want to ask, hey, was that catchable? Could read some lips there and hear part of that conversation. Talked about bumping him off his route. Monreal wanted it to be uncatchable, but the penalty holds up, and it's 1st and 10. Anderson in the backfield inside the Baptist Emergency Hospital red zone. A little reverse to Adams. Adams' speed gets leveled right there at the 8-yard line. Jason Balderas comes up to collide with him, and he gets out of bounds, which is a smart move with 1:08 left and 2nd and about 3.
Well, I just can't say enough good things about this Brandon Adams. I mean, we've seen it all from him tonight.
Taking on tacklers, not just running away from people.
No, I mean, you know, somebody's going to try to tackle him and inflict some pain. He's going to give it right back. You got to like guys like that. It gets everybody else fired up. Time obviously not a factor for the Hurricanes.
Little toss sweep. Good job of coming up and making the tackle by that Edison defense by number 50, Santiago Cubas. Nice play.
You're not kidding, and boy, did they need that too. Not an easy guy to bring down. 13's having himself a night, but that's what you got to do. Get there and go low. Make sure you wrap him up. Outstanding job by Cubas.
3rd and 3, Anderson and Adams. Anderson up the middle. He's going to be close. Pinned on the spot, but it's going to be real close to a 1st down. Or did they call timeout before the snap? Yep, there was was a timeout called before or after the play? It's after the play, so they'll measure. They may not even measure. It looks like a 4th and a full yard here, and that's why they called the timeout with 18 ticks. And that is their last timeout. I thought they may have had one, but that's it. Cleto couldn't be here to amuse us with his jokes, but don't forget to join the crew. Just text crew to 44332 and you get all kinds of notifications and coupons and heads up and freebies all over town. It's the CW35 crew. Just text crew to 44332 and join up.
So what you're saying is Cleto big league us tonight?
I think so. I think he had an HBO special tonight.
No doubt. All right, we're going to have a talk with that guy tomorrow.
He gets up early. We got to give him a break sometimes. It's at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
No way, he'd be giving it to us.
Adams and Anderson in the backfield. Instead, Ashworth runs, now fires into triple coverage. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Well, he had nothing to lose there on 4th down, obviously. Did a really good job stringing it out, trying to keep the play alive, hoping somebody would get free. But when they weren't, you got nothing to lose by chucking it up there. So the last thing you want to do is take a sack on 4th down.
No time went off the clock on that play at all. That should have been 6 or 8 seconds. We had 18 when we started.
Well, I think the good news here is that Edison's going to probably be content to just get the stop and take a knee and get off the field.
Not going to matter. Yep, that's exactly what they're going to do. And the Golden Bears will go into the locker room down 21-7, but that late score here in the half gets them in it. 2-possession game, and anything can come here in the second half. So make sure you stick around for our lock-away storage halftime show. Band's always a treat. And we'll send it down to Mike Hernandez here in just a second and check in with Coach Mike. Tough first half.
Yeah, absolutely tough first half. I kind of like the later part when we scored there, but a lot of mental mistakes. We're killing ourselves. We got to correct that at halftime, make a couple of adjustments, and come back and turn this around for us.
All right, well, good luck. Thanks a lot, Mike. When we come back, it's our Lockaway Storage halftime show. Don't go anywhere. We'll see both bands right after this.
Welcome to the Lockaway Storage Halftime Show.
We're back for our Lockaway Storage Halftime Show. Sam Houston leads Edison 21-7. And right now it is time to hear the pride of Sam Houston High School, the Hurricane Marching Band. Very nice. To vote for the Sam Houston High School band, text band 11 to 44332. That's band 11. No spaces. For complete texting guidelines, go to the CW35.com. This year's band grant, presented by the Children's Hospital of San Antonio.
You're watching the Lockaway Storage Halftime Show.
Welcome back. It's Sam Houston 21, Edison 7. I think we're in store for a good second half. That Sam Houston band was great, but right now it's time to recognize tonight's Scholar Athletes of the Week. Each week we'll highlight one student from each school here on TNL. At season's end, one will be awarded a $10,000 scholarship presented by Vulcan Materials Company. Let's meet this week's students.
Meet Angelica Guerrero, a senior at Edison High School and our first Scholar Athlete of the Week. Angelica runs track and cross country and explains the difference.
Cross country is long distance, and in track it's the same. Like, I do long distance in track as well, but it's shorter. Like, cross country we run 3.1 miles, whereas in track I run 2.
She carries an amazing 100.975 GPA and is ranked number 2 in her class. So how does she keep that kind of GPA and compete in all the demands of sports?
Honestly, I rely heavily on my family and my friends to continue to motivate me and push me, and it's just time management.
Angelica is vice president of the National Honor Society, a member of the decathlon team, and also is involved in robotics.
Well, I just joined this year, so I'm not really sure. We did go to a competition already, and it was kind of chaotic. It's just everywhere. Like, you're constantly working on the robot.
She wants to go on to college after high school and plans on majoring in architecture. Next up is Charles Wade III from Sam Houston High School. He's a wide receiver on the football team and also one of the captains. Along with football, he also stays pretty busy with the track team.
I do the sprints, 100, 200, 4x1, 4x2, and sometimes the 400.
And just like Angelica, Charles is ranked number 2 in his class with a 99.1 grade point average. And when it comes to getting his work done, well, he welcomes help and stays focused.
The support of my parents, and I just get my work done. I have excellent time management skills, and because I'm a student athlete, and the first part of student athlete is student, so you just have to maintain a good GPA.
He's a member of the National Honor Society and Youth in Government, and has a part-time job at Wendy's, where he works at the drive-thru window.
This guy came and he ordered like 10 different items off the menu, and after that he gave me like a $20 tip, and I asked him why, and he said, I like the way you treat me.
Charles wants to go to college at North Texas and major in education so he can one day be a teacher. Vulcan Materials Company Tommy Hewin presents Charles Ward III and Angelica Guerrero their certificates for this week's Scholar Athletes of the Week.
You're watching the Lockaway Storage Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Second half of our Lockaway Storage Halftime Show. You heard from Sam Houston. Now here is the Edison Marching Band. Band 12 to 44332. That's Band 12 without any spaces. For complete texting guidelines, go to the CW35.com. Again, this year's band grant presented by the Children's Hospital of San Antonio.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
San Antonio middle and high school athletes are doing great things for our community. San Antonio Sports and Methodist Healthcare are shining the light on teams that model key values through their actions. This week, we recognize 2 high schools that go beyond the game in service to others. The Holmes Husky football team demonstrates servant leadership by encouraging elementary school students to read regularly and assisting with traffic control and safety on their campuses. Last year, Harlan High School athletes volunteered to pick potatoes at the San Antonio Food Bank's urban farm. In just 2 hours, they picked 4,700 pounds of potatoes that were used to make 3,700 meals. These team-building opportunities demonstrate the beyond-the-game values of selfless service, caring, sportsmanship, and respect. San Antonio Sports and Methodist Healthcare salute high school and middle school coaches who inspire their teams to serve others. Parents, teachers, and coaches can nominate teams that go beyond the game. Visit sanantoniosports.org.
Thanks for watching the Lockaway Storage Halftime Show. Stay tuned for the second half kickoff.
Welcome back. It's time for our Associated Collision Center highlights. Trusted professional since 1976. And Chuck, it was all, in the words of Brandon Adams, cut like a knife. And if that wasn't enough, the best was yet to come. A touchdown pass and run as the Hurricanes got out to a 14-0 lead. Then they made it 21. Our scholar athlete, Ware, number 2 in his class, number 12 on his jersey, and the 3rd touchdown of the game, 21-0. And then Edison, Madison's big run puts them on the board, and it's 21-7. And the stats starting to come back into form for the Golden Bears. Not quite yet, but they could make a game of it here.
Well, absolutely. And, you know, we showed the stats after the first quarter, and they were -11. So something to build on for Edison. Had a really nice drive to finish off one drive, and then they've gotten some stops along the way, too. So, you know, we'll see if they can maybe get another score and get another stop, and then we'll have the game on again.
All right, 21-7. Wait for the teams to come back onto the field. They're getting close. Fans have had a good time here during halftime. And the Hurricanes ready to get back at it. Seen some explosive offensive plays from their side, and really, Edison, as Coach Monreal said, started to put a couple of things together there late in the first half of the second quarter that looks encouraging moving forward. Take a look at Brandon Adams and the Edison coaching staff. Mike Hernandez, what'd you find out from Coach Schultz?
Well, I talked to Coach Schultz, and he said overall he was very happy. He thought they got off to a really good start. They got a little bit complacent once they got that lead. But he said they tweaked some things at halftime. They're trying to get things better on the stuff they weren't doing well, like fumbling inside and not being able to get inside that 10-yard line. So those are the things that they're looking at. But so far, he's pretty happy with their effort, especially considering they're a little short tonight. He thought they did really well.
All right, thanks a lot, Mike. We're about ready to kick it off here, get the second half underway. Sam Houston will kick it off. Edison will receive.
Man, it's a big night for Edison, too, you know, hosting this ball game, and already showed some of their future Edison Bears coming through with the squad tonight. And then also, Edison's Alumni Association is here tonight doing a lot of good things to help these boys out.
Little short hop there. That's taken by Hernandez. He's down at the 35-yard line, and that's where Madison and company will set up. 19-yard play. Edison alumni. Who do you think of when you think of Edison alumni? Mark
Husenberger's dad.
They're great. I guess you could call him he was a holder. He was an H-back. He was a backup quarterback, as Gerald Green calls it. For the Houston Oilers back in the Earl Campbell days, Guido Merkins played at Sam Houston State after Edison.
Yeah. What a player he was. Nobody thought that guy would have any kind of a career, and he did.
Could do just about everything.
Yeah, and his dad was one of those guys that helped build Concordia Lutheran too, right?
His dad was the legendary pastor at Concordia Lutheran Church back when it was on Bassey Road. That's right. Oh, batted down. That was Elijah Ray on that defensive end spot for Sam Houston making a play.
Sure was. That's not an easy thing to do. He almost picked that off. I mean, he got to jump in there right in front of the quarterback's throwing lane. Darn near was able to intercept that missile at point blank range.
2nd down and 10. Madrigal does a great job of following his blocks and going right off them to get to midfield. Magnus Kirby and Amari Williams finally bring him down, but a nice job of really just measuring that run and following the blockers.
Well, talking to Coach Monreal this week, he said, you won't find a bigger heart than Juan Madrigal. And he said the thing he loves most about him is he's the oldest of 4 kids, and he says he tells his coach every day, Coach, I'm going to be the first one to graduate from college. And that's absolutely a goal of Juan Madrigal, and he's the kind of kid that's worked for everything that he's ever got.
He's a special kid. You can tell his toughness as he runs right there, a little short on 3rd and 1, midfield. Maverick Garisco came up to make the tackle, and so it's going to be 4th and 1 as you take a look at our Sprouts Farmers Market player profile. Leader all over the place as a starter on the team. He's been the leading rusher. He's a pole vaulter, and he wants to go to the University of Houston.
Yeah, and he's the oldest of 4 kids, and I'm sure he's a great role model for his sibs, too.
Madison's got the first down after keeping it himself, going off the left side. So Edison really playing with a lot more urgency here to start the second half compared to the way they got started tonight.
Yeah, you know, gave up a couple of home runs early, but they settled in nicely. Now we'll see if they can just, you know, string another drive together and kind of eat into this lead. But yeah, I mean, especially on defense, they've really calmed it down.
Kielbasa Smoke Meat first down. Madison keeps the same kind of play that scored the touchdown. And he breaks this one and runs over a man and making him pay at the end of that run. And that's fired up his Bears on the sidelines.
Now, sometimes you just got to go out and play some bully ball. You got your linebacker turned quarterback doing his thing. And again, just a gaping hole. I really thought, who was that?
Kirby, I believe.
Yeah, Magnus Kirby. Yeah, hey, hanging right in there and trying to dish it out too.
Here's Madrigal. He stood up at the 30. That's Darian Anderson. He's also playing some running back tonight. Doing a good job at linebacker. He's like, y'all ain't going to be fired up for long because I'm going to make a play.
Yeah. As you said, this guy playing both sides of the ball, and he sure looked the part playing linebacker right there. He's still got another year here.
2nd down and 12. As Madison looks to the Edison coaching staff for a play. Empty backfield. Run him in motion. And they run that same play just to the other side, and it's worked for him tonight. Madison on the keep after faking the jet sweep. Elijah Ray, the defensive end there to make the tackle, and we've got a whistle. And it's the official taking the time. So we've got an injured Hurricane on the field. We'll take it with him as they attend to him. We'll be back with Edison moving, trying to make a game of this. And we're back looking at Darian Anderson, made that great tackle here on 3rd and long. Madison wants to go deep, now does. And it's overthrown as it'll set up 4th down, and we take a look at Anderson, who made that nice tackle. I was going to call him Piggy, but I think that I should. But apparently it's okay to do so.
Yeah, I mean, even his parents call him Piggy. Everybody calls him Piggy. The coaches just said, this kid he's an amazing young man. He's got 2 brothers that are playing at Wagner, so he had to play against his brothers. He came over to Sam because he wanted to go to their robotics magnet program. So that's what kind of kid we're talking about here, but loves the nickname too. Apparently when he makes a big play, he tells the coaches, hey, y'all smell the bacon? Just a great kid and a good football player on both sides of the ball.
Madison's under pressure now. He's going to run out of it. Gets to the sideline, gets to the 20. I don't know if he got there. Are they going to move the sticks?
Yeah, either way, you can see
first down. Yep.
You can see what kind of an athlete Brian Madison is, and why the coaching staff at Edison begged him to go from defense to offense. I mean, they really like this kid. I just can't believe how comfortable he looks playing this position, you know?
They didn't get it. They came up short. They moved the down marker with a 1, but that's obviously for Sam Houston. Thought they might measure, but he was, I guess, a full yard short. So it's a kielbasa smoked meat first down for Austin Ashworth and company. He hands it right up the middle and still on his feet and breaking tackles all the way to the 3rd level. Down at the 30 was Anderson. No, that was Adams. Check it. Boy, Adams runs. He's not as big as Anderson. Anderson's stockier and more of a mudder, but Adams, although he's the speed guy, he's shown some toughness here tonight.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's shown us just about everything. As we said, I mean, he's hit the home run on the ground. He caught a bomb in the air. He's chucked a couple guys. Already talked about what kind of kid he is in the classroom, so doing everything but driving the bus.
He's got 11 carries for 150 yards. So they hand this one to Reese. He almost had it taken out of his hands. Instead, he's down the sidelines.
Unbelievable individual effort. Yeah, I know he got some blocks downfield, but come on. Faison Reese has made a couple of guys miss tonight. Look at this, bouncing, and you know, it's one thing to be elusive, but you know, when he puts that foot in the ground, he's churning and burning up the field.
As you said, they had 9 guys who wanted to play that position, and they got plenty who can do so.
Well, you got that right.
Sets up first down at midfield as the Hurricanes are now on the move.
It's got to be a backbreaker for Edison. I mean, you got guys right there in a spot. You just, man, hard to catch that guy.
Handoff, I believe that's Reese again. Gets about 3. As you look at our Alamo Real Estate Brokers Smile Cam. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Lots of pink all over the football fields, high school, colleges, and pros. 2nd down and 7, maybe 8. Adams back there with Ashworth. Reese splits to the left-hand side. They fake the snap. Adams pretended it was snapped to him, and instead it's Ashworth right up the middle. He's close to the mark. It'll be 3rd down and short, maybe a yard.
Let's go back to the hockey puck. That's stupendous.
I think they should have some sort of cage match between the hockey pucks and the linear gear.
I'm telling you, man, but that's one of those mascots that you just look at, it just brings a smile to your face. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, it's fun. All right, 3rd and short, real short. Half a yard. And they run a fade, and that ball's fought for, and they're going to call pass interference. I thought they might. As Vanell Durst, who's had a tough night here tonight, ran it straight down the sidelines, and he was bumped before he could get to the football. Don't forget to vote for our San Antonio Sports All-Star Cheer Challenge, powered by CPS Energy. The 2 top vote getters will get $1,000 and $500 grants. They'll get to cheer at the All-American Bowl or the San Antonio Sports All-Star football game in the Alamo Dome on January 5th. It's a 15-yard pass interference call. Interesting call there on 3rd and 3 feet to run the straight fade. They liked it though, and it ends up paying off for him with the penalty.
Well, and Durst was double teamed, and you know, young man's only a sophomore. He's already a player. He's got quite a promising future ahead of him.
Adams and Reese in the backfield. Ware goes in motion. Durst does as well. They pitch it to Reese, gets a good block, but a great job by the Edison defender who fought off the block by Adams. That's Chris Vasquez. He took on the block head on. It was a good block. Got away from it and made the tackle.
Yep, playing whistle to whistle as he's been coached to do. Just because you're engaged with the blocker doesn't mean you can't try to fight it off and make a play, and that's exactly what that kid just did.
So it's 2nd and 10. 6-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. With the Hurricanes up 2 touchdowns. Inside handoff to Adams. He's upended after getting about 7, maybe 8 yards. But it's good enough to move into the Baptist Emergency Hospital red zone.
A good blocking up front, little trap there, and then Max Quinones doing an outstanding job coming up from his safety position to stop that from going any further.
Big play here, 3rd and 5. Right up the middle, good for the first down. Still on his feet is Reese to the 11. And it's Madison, the quarterback of Edison, making the tackle. Playing linebacker, as you said, he's a two-way guy.
Yeah, and came all the way over from the other side of the field to make that play. That thing's going to the house.
So Reese is out, Anderson's in. It's Adams and Anderson behind Ashworth. And it's Anderson to the 10. Runs a man over at the 8, gets down to the 7.
Not afraid of contact.
Piggy knows how.
Indeed he
Dirty
does. Robotics. He actually had to sit out of here because of UIL rules in order to make the switch. But again, just super charismatic, and well, he's got all the talent in the world and knocking it out in the classroom too. Robotics? Are you kidding? Oh,
still
yeah.
get a first down at the 2. It's 2nd and 7. And it's Adams. He gets about 4. Knocking on the door at the 5.
Yeah, it's slow kill time for Sam Houston. They're chipping away at this clock and getting 3-4 yards a carry. Really big sequence coming up right here for Edison. You're in a 2-score game. You still got a shot, but you got to stiffen up those necks and those backs and see if you can find a way to get this to 4th down.
It's 3rd and 4 from the 5. And they turn and hand. And close to the first down, and the ball's loose.
How
or was
about
he
that?
just? Edison says they got the football. They're waiting for an official to call it. And they do. Huge turnovers by the Edison Golden Bears, and guess who? It's the quarterback, Brian Madison.
bend but don't break.
Couldn't see what happened away from the play.
Well, let's take a look down low. I didn't see it either. Ball's tucked up inside, and
you can't tell, well, from that angle, but it looked like he may have been down when the ball came out. But I thought at the very beginning of that contact that the ball started to become loose when somebody stuck an arm in there.
Well, Vasquez, that was the kid that did it. And so, great job. That's what you got to do. Go for that football, especially when the other team's knocking at the door.
So Madison will try to buy a couple of yards. He gets maybe to the 2 with forward progress, maybe the 3.
Oh, just a game-saving play.
Go down to Mike Hernandez. Mike?
And he is your band director for Sam Houston Hurricanes. What a great show. I mean, and you're a graduate, yes. So it's got to fill your heart with special pride to be able to see them do what they do. I mean, all of us stayed around instead of taking our breaks. We wanted to see you guys perform.
Thank you very much. We have a lot of fun. It is great being back at my school. Sam Houston Cherokee back in, now Hurricane. Really loving what I'm doing. Can't be in a better place.
So you've been doing this now for how many years?
22 years total.
Wow, and 12 of them you said here?
12 of them at Sam Houston.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
Looks like some action going on back. Thank you so much. Keep up the good work and good luck in UIL. Okay?
Thank you very much.
All right, back to you guys.
Thanks, Mike. A completion to Eric Hernandez may have Edison close to a first down. And if they could get out of their own end here deep on the 1-yard line after a great turnover by the defense. But it looks like we have a penalty here. That's too bad because Edison really just keeps shooting themselves in the foot. That was a great little completion and near the first down marker, but it's going to come back all the way to the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 6. But we've got a player down, and while they attend to him, we'll take a break. Welcome back. Ready for play now. 2nd and 6 for Edison on their own 5-yard line, trying to get out of the shadow of their own goalpost after a nice stop to try to stay in this game. Quarterback Brian Madison wants to fire, does. And it's incomplete. So it was intended for Jamont McClain, and that'll set up 3rd down.
You can tell they like going to McClain. He's the guy with all the speed.
Yep, and that'll be a big 3rd and 6 here. And Edison with a huge opportunity here if they can keep this drive alive. Madison is in trouble. Running for his life, throws it, and it's incomplete. Intended for Eric Hernandez. He would have had a first down, but he just can't quite hang on to it. But you got to tip your cap to Madison to keep that play alive.
Man, you're not kidding. I mean, again, he came in, transferred from Churchill, went to school here his first couple years, and then moved away for a year, but then came back. And yeah, again, I mean, for a guy that doesn't play the position, for him to come in one off season, learn the offense, learn how to play quarterback, he just has a really good feel. I mean, you could tell he's a football player, and it's probably going to serve him well at the next level playing on defense.
Ladion Jones back to receive the Luke Converse punt. Sam Houston poised to get good field position here. And that one went right off the side of his foot and out of bounds. We'll take a break. Sam Houston trying to put it away. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd. We're back after this.
Closed captioning for tonight's game is sponsored by Pick and Pull.
There's Chuck's buddy, the Sam Houston Hockey Puck Hurricane.
I got to invite that person to my house. It'd just be cool having it around the house, wouldn't it?
Just if you have a party, have him just show up to do the entertainment. Like the Coyote.
That's
Adam's
good stuff.
inside. I wonder if he's got a code like the coyote that he can't talk, or if he's like a stand-up comic and really just funny.
I'm sure, entertained all night. There's a couple of them running around down there.
That rollover stuff's fun. Looks like skateboard wheels.
Or like a really old Hostess Ding Dong. some moss on it.
2nd and 5. Ashworth keeps. Nice game. Gets to the 21, and Sam Houston now driving again.
Yeah, again, this is a big drive for both of these teams. Edison getting that stop on the last sequence, and they weren't able to move it out of their own hole, though, so Sam Houston knocking on the door again.
Good for a first down as we tick under 1 minute here to go in the third. Little counter coming this way. Adams taking on tacklers, pushes forward across the 10-yard line. And again, more toughness from Adams, and we've got an injured Bear down on the field.
Yeah, it's Jose Prudente, who's had a really nice game at safety.
Well, first thing I looked at was see him moving his arms, and that's a good sign, because that was looked like it could have been one of those stinger helmet-to-helmet type things. They'll attend to him, and we'll be back in 30.
My team is selling homes every single day. With countless years of combined military and real estate experience, we know what it takes to get your home sold. Our fast-track selling process has proven to sell more homes quicker, hassle-free, and with maximum profit to the seller. We work 24/7 to sell your home. Our hassle-free listing process will get your home sold, I guarantee it. Are you ready to buy or sell a home? Make an appointment with my team today. We're veteran-owned and veteran-operated, the Levi Rogers Real Estate Group, 210-331-7000.
And we're back as they continue to attend to the Edison player. And yeah, it was, he's in there after that. There's just a lot of contact going on. He may have gotten hit by one of his own players.
Yeah, it sort of kind of looked like they're at the back end.
Very into that play.
A lot of Bears swarming to the ball carrier, as you have to do, because we've talked about repeatedly the kind of night that Brandon Adams is putting together. And, yeah, we're happy to see that.
Yeah, just a deep breath, walking off under his own power. It's great to see. And we'll get back to action. 1st and goal for the Hurricanes is Reese, Adams, and Ware talk it over.
Oh,
a bad snap and still loose. Edison may have dodged another bullet. And they have. Golden Bear football, after a tough snap, got through the hands of Austin Ashworth. Aiden Lopez recovers, and Edison has 9 lives.
Well, they were stacking the box to try to stop the run and dare Sam Houston to throw the football. And tell you what, it's just been a great night for this Edison defense in terms of coming up with some loose balls. Snap wasn't too bad, just had a hard time finding the ears. A couple of nice bounces there towards the Edison ball, towards the Edison side. They're able to recover the ball.
Sam Houston now has 3 turnovers inside the Edison 15. Wow. Madison just grinding through tacklers all the way near the 25-yard. We forget about the one in the first half where they had a fumble inside the 5.
Yeah.
So, I mean, those are golden opportunities for Sam Houston.
I didn't know if that was a busted play or an okie dokie. I didn't know what was going on there.
Well, he lost his necklace, but Edison hasn't lost hope because they're only down 2 touchdowns. It's the Bear and the Puck going one-on-one in the fourth quarter when we come back.
Fight back, Puck. Fight back.
Welcome back to the Rock Pile, our Associated Collision Center highlights. Trusted professional since 1976, and the highlights have been lowlights for the Hurricanes in the third quarter. 2 turnovers deep in the red zone has kept the Edison Golden Bears in it. And they've got the football and they're driving here as we start the fourth quarter. Juan Madrigal and company hoping to cut this to a 1-touchdown game with still plenty of time left. And they've got a first down on their own 31-yard line. They hand again, and Madrigal is tripped up by his own teammate as an offensive lineman fell down, and I believe he went right off his back leg.
I don't know, Elijah Ray did a really good job shooting through there and at least forcing the play back inside. Got to see if Edison can get some kind of big play here from its offense. They've had a couple of opportunities tonight, just haven't been able to quite take advantage.
They've had some good luck with that. Madison on these kind of zone read quarterback keepers led to their only score. And he also had a big first down pickup on the same type of action.
Yeah, I said he's a defensive guy playing quarterback, but he looks the part, man. He's well over 6 feet and stout.
Picks up the kielbasa smoke meat first down. They're at the 41. Fake to Madrigal. Now he's going deep for McLean. And he just underthrew him. He had him. McLean could have run away from Ladion Jones easily, but it was just underthrown.
Well, what a great play by Jones there to close in on that and bat the ball away at the last second. Just a whisker away from making the long hookup.
Yeah, nice job of jumping there, huh?
Yeah, he jumped a little too soon, but well, maybe because he got a little gimpy there. Great play on the back end to bat that one away.
Second down and 10. 4 wides. Fake it to Madrigal, and they throw it out in the flat. Near the stick, but short of a first down, is Kevin Cordoza, the senior. Mari Williams came up to make the tackle.
All right, Edison, I see you. You got a big third down here. Obviously 2-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. So after that nice pitch and catch, Kevin Cordoza finishing off that play. Let's see if Edison can keep the drive alive.
They run that same action that they've liked all night. They may be thinking this is 2-down territory. They get most of it there. It'll be short. It'll be 4th and 1. Maverick Carisco coming up to make the tackle. They'll run some new different personnel out there, but I'm sure they'll go for it here on 4th, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Madison call his own number one more time.
Yeah, you know, their offensive line, we talked about their inexperience. The guy that they had all the experience at left tackle is actually out this game, so we'll see if they can come up with a big play here, and I don't know.
No push. He lost yardage. And it'll be Sam Houston football after Sam Houston just loaded up in the box and stopped him short. We're coming back with more fourth quarter action from the Rock Pile after this.
All right, and welcome back. I'm joined by Chris Garcia, who's the band director for the Edison Bears. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
You had a really good show this halftime. Is that part of the UIL competition? Is that the whole show?
That is the entire show for UIL, and we have a couple of competitions coming up in this weekend, and then we'll have our final UIL competition next week.
Are they all in town?
We are in town, yes.
Okay, so people can come check it out. I don't think people know that, you know, they can just show up and they can see all the competition.
Absolutely, there's competitions happening all over town. Ours will be at Southwest High School, both Southwest High School and Judson High School.
All right, you said you've been here for how many years?
This is my first year at Edison, but my 14th year in teaching.
How do you like it?
Love it.
Yeah.
I can't believe they pay me to do it.
Well, good luck. Okay.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, guys.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Mike. Austin Ashworth wisely throwing it away. He wanted to go deep early, and there's a flag down on that 3rd down and 8. Gerald Green saying it's the raise the roof penalty.
I don't think they're going to wave it off.
All right, so no flag. It is 3rd down on the field, 2nd down on the scoreboard, so I believe it's 3rd down. They fake the reverse. They run Reese to the outside, and he's going nowhere, gets pushed out of bounds, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Good job, Edison Bears defense, staying at home right there on 3rd and long. Bunch of guys over there doing their part, including Eric Hernandez. It's a really good play.
So, McLean will have a chance to bring in this punt from Gutierrez. Remember, he can fly. One big play could turn this into a football game quickly.
Don't you feel like one's coming? I mean, it just feels like it's setting up for something like that, because Sam Houston, as much as they've dominated this game, they've just not been able to put Edison away.
That was their first 3 and out of the game. McLean lets it bounce, and it goes into the end zone. Had an opportunity there, let it bounce, he got lucky. It'll be a touchback. But the Bears will try to cut it to a 1-possession game next. Welcome back. They're fired up on the Alamo Real Estate Brokers Smile Cam. Alamo State Real Estate Brokers, Alamo Real Estate Brokers leading you home. Having a good time at the football game tonight. And Edison trying to get right back in it with one more touchdown here.
Yeah, and I think his night's been deceiving. You can look at 6 for 16, but how many drops have we seen?
Yeah, he wants to go for it here. He's got Madison giving him a chance to make a play on the ball, but he had triple coverage, and that ball just hung up too high.
Well, it was that, and you know they're trying to get it all back in one play, which I can't blame them with 8:40 left to go. But outstanding defense by the Cherokees, as you said. They had multiple guys back there, and that was going to be a wing and a prayer if they were able to complete that one.
Second down and 10. Madison scrambling. They try to beat the linebacker. Now he just throws it out of bounds, and that'll set up 3rd down and 10. And Mark Kusenberger just alerted me that ding, 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 ring in. You said Cherokees first.
I know, I got it in my ear too. I was hoping nobody would hear that.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you out.
Well, it was funny when they told me in my ear, you said it. I was like, no, I didn't. I didn't even realize I said it. So
I love how my man, the band director, is proud of it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's the old school.
Yeah, it was in the back of my brain at some dark level.
Looking for McLean. He's waving him to go deep. Now he hits him, and he's got the first down. Remember, he can fly. Trying to break some tackles. He's got the first down and out of bounds at the 40, keeping the drive alive. Amari Williams pushes him out of bounds.
Outstanding job by pitcher and catcher on that one. First of all, by Madison to keep the play alive, and then some broken field route running on the back end, directing some traffic, rolling to his left. Quick pass out. Some tough running there on the back end by the fleet one.
18 yards. That's the first grab of the night for McLean. They've targeted him a lot. Darian Anderson there to make the tackle. Madison kept it for a couple. Tick-tock. Edison in a 2-possession ball game needs a touchdown and need a chance to get it back. First things first. 2nd down and 8. 40-yard line. Inside handoff to Madrigal. He busts it. Runs a man over at midfield as well.
Yeah, finishing off the run, and then a good sportsman that he is, helps his mate up. I like that. Edison, you still got plenty of time. There's no reason to give up on the run just yet. Sam Houston's thinking pass all the way, run a little something inside. Look at this guy. Bam.
He loves contact. He's been very efficient tonight on his carries. This time they give it to him on the zone read, on that little jet sweep. Pickup of about 5. They have faked it all night long and run Madison. And Madrigal is slow getting up.
He may have hurt that landing shoulder. Piggy got him over there on the tackle.
Man, he's going fast too. He's full speed. You're taking a look right now at the trophies that will be awarded tonight for the winning team and our player of the game. The trophies custom designed by Monarch Trophy Studio. If you're looking for trophies, plaques, or custom engraving, call Monarch at 344-3777 or visit mtsawards.com. And Madrigal is back up on his feet. And walking a little slowly to the sidelines, but he's tough as nails.
Well, you got that right. Hopefully they'll be able to come back because they can ill afford to lose that guy. A lot of these Bears are going to take their cues from guys like that.
Second down and 6 for Edison. Now in Sam Houston territory. Madison in the gun. And we've got pre-snap movement and a whistle. And the umpire is going to say it's a false start. So that'll set up second down and 11 instead of 6.
They've had that problem often tonight. This one they start to look like they've got a flow or some rhythm to the offense. They got a setback somewhere. See if they can overcome it.
Run that fake action, run Madison. He's got some room outside. Madison to the 40, Madison to the 30 and out of bounds. They mark him at the 34, but it's a first down and a big play for the Edison offense as they try to keep this game within striking distance.
Great job over there on the left side of the offensive line for Edison. That's Josh Cortez really doing a good job sealing over there, and then Chris Bandera also doing an outstanding job down the field, throwing some blocks and keeping those crafty defenders from Sam Houston off their quarterback.
Madrigal's back in. I told you he was tough as nails. They hand it to him. He picks up 4. Make it 3. Travius Reed on the tackle. And we're inside 6.5 to play. Down 2 touchdowns. Edison trying to rally. Run the same action to the other side. Madison keeps. Madison gets outside, but he can't break it because of great pursuit by Elijah Ray. The defensive end stayed home and then made an athletic play to bring him down.
Well, at some point, you knew Sam Houston was going to start keying on the quarterback. Until he gives that ball up, they're going to start rolling the bones. And you know, if you're going to guess that 9's keeping it.
Don't forget to vote for the San Antonio All-Star Cheer Challenge, powered by CPS Energy. Voting is underway. You'll be eligible for a $1,000 or $500 grant. Flags fly. The top vote getters, as we look at Gerald Green calling the false start, the 2 top vote getters will get to cheer at the All-Star football games in the Dome on January 5th. Just go to the CW35.com to vote, as Edison now continuing to really derail any chances of success with penalty after penalty.
I didn't see anybody move up front that time. I thought Sam may have jumped, but yeah, these guys are right there down on the field. They've called a great game tonight, these referees have.
Edison was trying to throw a screen, but there was a bust on the play. There was nobody in the vicinity. Madrigal had to be the intended receiver, but he was behind the Sam Houston front four. He kind of leaked out.
Well, I think what happened there was it looked like Sam Houston read that all the way. Darius Dillard popped out there, and he was not going to be fooled by the screen, so I think Madison just decided he was going to throw it away and live to fight another day.
Well, this is, for all intents and purposes, the ball game for Edison with 5 minutes left. Madison going deep for McClain. Did he catch it? He may have. No, it's intercepted. Now they say they hit the ground. Boy, he had 2 chances of that. Take a look at the replay here. He caught the football, juggled it, lost it, and then I think it landed in his belly when he was on his back.
Well, John Ross did an amazing job staying stride for stride there, and that ball's kangarooing around, and boy, what a great defensive play to finish off the Edison drive.
We're coming back right after this. We're taking another look at it. It was ruled an interception, which might be the right call because you can't tell if the ball ever hits the ground. McClain taps it back up in the air, and it basically lands in his lap. Or did it just land in the arms?
Hey, it's a pick, and how about that play by John Ross? That's amazing.
Fantastic.
It was hard to tell from our vantage point.
It's kind of like, just look what I found.
Well, again, I mean, the first thing he did was he was able to stay stride for stride with one of the fastest guys on this football field. Didn't give anything away there, and then was able to somehow keep his concentration and never give up on the play till he picked it off.
Crazy, crazy play. And now Sam Houston will just try to run as much clock as they can on this drive. 2nd down and 7. And they've got the horses to do so. And to Adams. And Adams may break one.
Hello.
Brandon Adams, speed. Brandon Adams to the 10. Brandon Adams, touchdown Sam Houston. Brandon Adams with his 2nd touchdown, plus 70 yards.
Didn't he have like 300 yards coming into this game? He just went over 200 with that run.
We had a 97-yarder last week.
Look at this. Wow. Gotta love the pad level and just the feet. And then guys nipping at him, doesn't matter. Gonna finish it off, and my guess is he's polishing off the Monarch Trophy player of the game. Mercy.
Is there any doubt? That speed is just fun to watch. 2 different Bears had ridiculous angles on him, and still he just ran right through the angle. That's just speed, 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 as Barry Switzer would say. Can't coach it, you just hope to recruit it.
Oh, yeah, good stuff, young man, good stuff. We go tomorrow and do the same thing in the classroom.
Yeah, we talked about how special these Sam Houston athletes were in the classroom on this team. 3 or 4 members of the top 10 in the class. And speaking of great kids, San Antonio middle and high school athletes are doing great things for our community. San Antonio Sports and Methodist Healthcare are shining the light on teams that model values through their actions. And parents and coaches are encouraged to nominate the teams that you see going beyond the game, showing those key values of respect, integrity, selfless service, sportsmanship, and caring. Visit sanantoniosports.org. You can upload your story, your pictures, your narrative of what your team is doing, and we will recognize those teams that go beyond the game.
Well, Melton Schultz and his staff have done a great job with these kids. Again, what do we say? He's got the #1 ranked kid in his class, his quarterback, and 2, 4, 6, 7, 15, and 22 of the top 25 kids over at Sam Houston's senior class. So, you know, there are expectations if you want to play football for Melton Schultz, and, you know, you've got to absolutely earn your right to carry on the tradition of Sam Houston football here.
And another kid who transferred over there to study robotics. Could be playing football with his brothers.
Yeah.
And we got great kids on Edison as well. We take a look at our Sprouts Farmers Market player profile. Eric Gonzalez, one of those. He's got a perfect GPA of 4.0, 9th in his class. He's part of the robotics team. National Honor Society member, loves to read. And all the great ones tonight want to attend North Texas. Mean Green!
That's good stuff, man.
That's 3 or 4 tonight.
I mean, both of these guys.
You know what that does? That just makes my heart pitter-patter when you see 4 or 5 kids want to go to North Texas.
They got a nice football field. I'll give them that. Got a player down. Hopefully that's just a cramp. But yeah, Coach Monreal does a great job with these kids too over at Edison. And again, there are expectations here too.
Hard to believe that this is week 6 of the TNL schedule. So we've only got a few left. It's Taft and Holmes next week. We take a bye week after that, but we're back on the 25th for Roosevelt and Johnson, Southwest and Harlan, who, by the way, the new school Harlan beat Harlandale tonight 29-20. So the new kids on the block can play. Not to mention, they got great new uniforms. And then we got South San, who's never been on TNL, taking on Reagan in our season finale. Straight drop, Madison fires for McLean, and it's incomplete.
Still got some time to vote for those bands, Don Harris.
That's right. Vote for the $5,000 band grant. You can text band 11 or band 12 to 44332, depending on who you like best. All thanks to the Children's Hospital of San Antonio. The band who gets the most votes at the end of the year gets the band grant. Madison stands, fires for McLean again, and again, good coverage by the Hurricane secondary. And John Ross already has 1 pick. He wanted another one.
Yeah. Somehow made a play. We got a player down on the other end of the field, but it's an outstanding play by 27's having himself a ball game here in the second half.
And Elijah Ray, who's had such a good game here tonight at defensive end, is hopefully just cramping up, like you said.
Now, he took a shot. He was bull rushing the quarterback, and he got hit a little low and ended up flipping a little bit, so hopefully he's okay.
Hey, speaking of uniforms, Chuck, you know what time it is? It's time for our TNL Top 10. Judson O'Connor, 1-2 all season. Reagan, we're going to have them on. They're now at number 4. And you can see Warren, Brandeis, Kerrville, Tybee, a lot of one-loss teams there. Southwest and Somerset at 4-0, all in our TNL Top 10.
Yeah.
All right, it's time for the gentle musings of the Uniform Czar. And I think we have 2 winners tonight.
I like how the Uniform Czar talks about himself in the third person.
That would be if I said Don Harris. 2 winners tonight. The black and gold Mizzou color scheme is a good one. I think Edison does a great job with these uniforms. As Madison fires, and the ball is completed to McLean. Good for a first down. John Ross on the tackle. And I like the numbers on the helmet on one side. A lot of teams are doing that now. Steele does it well. The Bear kind of a Baylor Bear look-alike.
Oh, that bear is ticked off, man.
He is. But he was hugging the puck. McLean again. Oh, right through his hands. And again, good coverage by John Ross.
Yeah, it was right there. I'm not going to lie, man. I think those are the best uniforms we've seen all year.
Edison?
Yeah.
Very strong. Strong, strong, strong. Everything about it. I love the black-on-black number on the sleeve. Instead of going with a gold 9, they go with that old Spurs 80s look there. Black on black, very clean. Sam Houston also has done a good job with a very difficult color scheme to work with. It's hard as this one's intercepted.
There's your quarterback getting one, isn't it?
No, Magnus Kirby with the pick. He gets out of bounds, and that might be late.
I thought that was 9. I beg your pardon, 8. Go make a play, kid.
It's hard to work with green and orange, but Magnus did it well. I like everything about these uniforms except the helmet logo. I think if you're going to have a Superman logo, you're limited to one character. You can't do S and H. You just got to go with S or the H for the Hurricanes. But you don't see Superman with SM, Superman. It's just S, right?
No, I can't debate you on that one.
I think you're limited to one character in the Superman logo. I like the idea, but I love the rest of the uniform. I love canes across the front, and I love the sleeve numbers.
Yeah, the pants are slick too, dude.
Slick too, a lot like the University of Miami. 2 winners here tonight, as I said. Hurricane fans, don't be upset that I criticize the Superman logo. I like everything except that. It's a really good look. But I think you're right, Chuck. I think Edison's black is the best we've seen all year.
It's tough to beat, bro. Tough to beat.
Tough to beat.
Wow, what a play in the back end, huh? Right there to kind of put the icing on the cake for the Sam Houston Hurricanes.
That's just about going to do it. As Sam Houston has come up really with some great defensive plays to offset some big mistakes inside the red zone tonight. Otherwise, this could have been out of hand. They'll run it on first down. Reese on the carry. And
Nestor Hernandez coming in and making a really nice play there as Edison stacks the box.
Time for our Baptist Emergency Hospital collision of the game. Edison's Quinones with the big hit right there, the submarine, number 31 in your program, number 1. Laying the lumber there. That is our Associated Collision Center collision of the game.
Mad Max coming up and making a play. There he is right there, and you can see a little blood, sweat, and tears from Max Quinones tonight. He's selling out in this backyard brawl rivalry game. These guys are going to sleep good tonight, all of them.
Max in a losing effort, making a great play there for our Baptist Emergency Hospital collision of the game. And Sam Houston will move to 2-0 in district play. And their postseason hopes very much alive. After a bit of a hiccup of a tough start, turned it around here in district play.
Yeah, I mean, you know, these guys scheduled Fredericksburg and Antonian, so, you know, obviously no bunnies there. And they were actually up on Fredericksburg and then had a little 7-minute spurt where they had some things that didn't go their way. But, you know, I'm pretty sure Coach Schultz thinks that these guys are close and they're getting better. And again, you know, overcame a lot tonight. They're a little short-handed. And you know, I had a couple of things not go their way, but, you know, for the most part, they just kind of stayed after it, stayed the course, and Well, their defense really had a nice game tonight, obviously, holding Edison to just 7 points.
All right, time for our night office solution play of the night. Let me guess. How about anything from Brandon Adams?
Yeah, it's like, how do we pick? He had so many of these kinds of plays that it was the
72-yarder.
Yeah, the Brandon Adams show.
A 36-yard touchdown pass, and then a 70-yarder. That is our night office solutions play of the night, the 72-yarder.
Yeah, we're going to need somebody call a limo service and get this man a ride home.
20 carries, 262 yards, and
Blowing
2 touchdowns. Which begs the question, Chris Kotfus in the truck, what is our TNL record for rushing yards in a game? Chris Kotfus looking it up. I think it's somewhere in the 270s, 280s range.
He also had a long TD reception as well. So,
yeah, total yards, he's close to 300. Chris Kotfus telling me that 296 from Bruce Moody and Highlands. We remember that night.
yeah, he probably is still running, Chris Kotfus. Yeah, that was a heck of a ball game, but I'll tell you what, it just didn't seem like 13 had all that many carries, man. His yards per tonight have just been unreal.
Well, he had 142 on 2.
Yeah, remember, he had a long one last week, too. So this
97 last week.
This dude's Barry Bonds. Get you a tank anytime he wants.
Just a couple of snaps left, and then we'll be ready to crown Sam Houston with our Champions Trophy this week. Juan Madrigal not giving up. That kid runs with such passion. And we're going to stop the clock here, blow a whistle, and move the chains.
Boy, he really blows through those holes quick, doesn't he? Gets a little crease and see you later.
Yeah, I'd like to see him in our San Antonio Sports All-Star game. He's one of those guys that probably undersized to play at the next level, but what a great high school football player he is. That's going to do it. Final score is going to be 28-7. Edison hung in there, made it a very competitive game in the second half. 2-possession game most of the second half, but just not quite enough tonight to beat Sam Houston. When we come back, we'll hand out the hardware, the trophy to Coach Schultz, and the MVP award. It's all coming up on our postgame show right after this.
Welcome to the Hallmark University Thursday Night Lights postgame show, presented by Taco Cabana.
Hey, hats off to the Sam Houston Hurricanes. Victors tonight over Edison, 28-7. Mike is with a bunch of happy Hurricanes. Mike?
Yeah, guys, what a great game the Cherokees put together. What do you think, guys? You do all right tonight? Yeah! They did. All right, so listen, I'm going to go ahead and start out with your MVP trophy for the night. I think you all already guessed. But let me throw these numbers at you, okay? 262 yards on 20 carries, 2 TDs, 42 yards in passing a touchdown. That gives him a total of 302 total yards. I'm sorry. I said passing, receiving. So overall, 302 yards. This is your player of the game, Brandon Adams. Congratulations, son. That was great. So a great effort. I mean, you came into the game with 301 yards, and you almost had that many yards rushing tonight by itself. So after last week's 97, looks like you're starting to get it all together.
Well, I couldn't do none of it without my line. You know, those are the big boys. They do the dirty work. we just go and we finish it for them. We faced a lot of adversity, you know, especially coming into the season, a lot of expectations for this team. You know, we stumbled out 0-3, but I think we're starting to finally get it. So shout out to my O-line and the rest of my team.
Yeah, how about a shout out to that O-line? You guys were moving some bodies around, weren't they?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Absolutely.
Well, congratulations on a great game.
Thank you.
Turn around. Your MVP tonight.
Let's get it.
Brandon Adams. Coach, great game.
Oh, great game. You know, Brandon helped us start off strong, and you know, defensive played great. You know, our kids, you know, coaching-wise, you know, our coaches did a great job getting the kids prepared. But it's all the kids. You know, the kids did all the hard work. They did everything, and you know, starting off 0-3 against 3 really good teams, and you know, being able to come out last week with a win and set us up for tonight's game. You know, hats off to Edison and Coach Monreal and his staff and those guys, because they're a really good ball club and they play really hard. And you know, our guys, we talked about it before we came out, play for somebody that you love that can't be here, and somebody that you wish could see you play. And you know, they came out and they wanted it and they showed it.
Yeah, they did, and they, you know, a complete game, I think, offensively and defensively. We had a couple of issues there inside the 10 or 15 there, but other than those fumbles, I mean, it was solid.
Yeah, I told Coach Molina, quit calling the fumble play because it was killing us, you know, call it touchdown play. And, you know, Brandon, I looked at Brandon and said, put it away, and sure enough, he did. You know, we're growing, and we're growing every week. And we have some injuries that we're having to battle through, but, you know, it's the next man up, and these guys, they fight. It's the pride of the East Side, and they got a lot of heart and everything, and I wouldn't trade these guys for anything in the world. These the best group of young men around.
Well, congratulations on a great win.
Thank you.
Want to present you with your Hallmark TNL Championship trophy. I'm going to let you present it to your players there.
Hey, guys.
Here's your winners.
Hey, guys, you know, hey, we coach is coach. But y'all do all the hard work. In the classroom, on the field, you are the pride of the East Side. Hey, you made us all proud. You made SCISD proud, our school proud. Hey, I'm dang proud of you guys. Hey, this is winning 2 in a row. Breckenridge Eagles next week, 3-0. Here you go, baby.
There you go. Pride of the East Side. We're back with more after this. Welcome back. Sam Houston's all fired up about their win. Congratulations to the Hurricanes, winning 28-7 tonight here at the Rock Pile. Right now, time for our final highlights, Associated Collision Center highlights. Trusted professionals since 1976. And you saw our MVP, Brandon Adams, got it started with a 72-yard run to the house. And his night was just getting started on the ground and in the air.
Yeah, caught this little bomb here, Austin, with a great throw. And boy, you just think you can only run it. Think again.
Sam Houston then went up 21-0 on the 43-yarder to Charles Ware, number 2 in his class, a scholar athlete. They got back in it, did Edison with Brian Madison's touchdown run. That went for 19, made it 21-7, but then the home run hitter.
Oh, they're trying to catch a water bug. I mean, did you see those moves at the line of scrimmage?
Man, what an athlete. Just take a look at our final stats. 328 rushing yards for Sam Houston. Again, 260-something of those went to Adams. And just total domination on the stat sheet. Total yards, 465. And then what really killed Edison, those 12 penalties. Coming up next week, we're going back to the north side. It's Taft and Holmes on Hallmark University Thursday Night Lights. Hey, for our executive producer, Dean Radla, Chris Kotfus, who makes it all happen in the truck, along with director Brian Watts. For Chuck Mikatinik, Mike Hernandez down on the sidelines, our statistician extraordinaire, Mark Kusenberger, whose dad went to Edison, and Jeffrey, the intern Hovatter on stats and spotting. This has been a broadcast from the Sinclair Broadcast Group. We'll see you next week on Hallmark University Thursday Night Lights.